name is Ngân. Today I will read the story The First Materials. A very long time ago, people didn't build homes, they slept in the forest and cave, hunted animals, and collected fruit. They also made things from materials that they found around them. What did they make and what materials did they use? Flint and fur. People made the first tools from a stone called flint. They used the flint in their hand or they fixed them to pieces of wood and animal bones. People used flint tools to cut wood and to hunt animals. In cold countries, they used animal fur to make clothes and shoes. Wood and plant. People used wood and plant to make shelter, simple places to sleep in. They cut wood from trees and made trees to make the shape of the shelter. Then they used other plants to make a roof and the walls. Some people still make homes like this today. People used grass to make thread. They pushed thread over and under other head to make clothes and bed. This is called weaving. They also made baskets by weaving sticks. Baskets are, are great for carrying food and catching fish. Clay. About 10,000 years ago, people mixed sand and grass with a type of soil called clay to make a material called adobe. They put the adobe into mold and left it to dry. Adobe became very hot in the sun. sun. People used adobe bricks to build the first houses. In one sunny hot country, people still build above houses today. People also learn how to make shapes from clay. They put the clay shapes into a fire to can hold water so it's great for carrying and keep food. Some rocks are metal in them. About 8,500 years ago, people discovered how to use a process called smelting to get metal out of rocks. The first metal, like wood, were very soft. Then people mixed two metals together to make a hard metal called bronze. They used bronze to make tools and weapons. Later, they used another metal called iron. Stone. About 5,000 years ago, people started to live in big towns. They built stone walls around their towns. They also used stone to make buildings like temples and palaces. Stone is waterproof and much stronger than adobe. The second story is finding materials. It can be very difficult to find materials, and many of them come from under the ground and underwater. How we can find and collect these materials? We find different minerals in different types of rock. People called geologists study different rocks to find minerals in them. They also study rivers and oceans to see what minerals are in the water. Other scientists use machines to measure how electricity and radio signal go through different rocks in the ground. They also use trucks that hit the ground and then machine measure how the ground moves. This tells them about the rock and minerals under the ground. Machine called drills make holes in the ground and collect small pieces of rock. Geologists study the rock to look for minerals. People also use drills to take oil from the ground. They make holes called earth wells, and they use pumps to take liquid oil from the ground. People use oil platforms to get oil from under the ocean. Some platforms stand on big lakes under the water. It's difficult to get the oil because the water is very deep and the weather can be bad too. Open cast mines or big holes in the ground. Huge digging machines take the rock from the mines. Sometimes people use dangerous chemicals called explosives to break the rock. Underground mines have tunnels deep under the ground. Miners work in the tunnels and cut the rock. It's very dangerous work because rock can fall and water or gas can get into the tunnels. Water is soil. Salt is a mineral that we use for cooking and lots of other things. People can get salt by putting seawater into pools. When it's sunny, the water evaporates, but the salt stays in the pool. Later, people collect the salt. In some places, there are gems and minerals in the soil. People use water to get them out of the soil. To find gold, people put soil into the round object called a pan. When they wash the pan with water, the grains of gold go to the bottom of the pan. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.